Ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise if you're ready to proclaim the national anthems? First, the national anthem from Argentina.
Well, hello and welcome to the Seville Community Sports Center on the southern campus of the University of Alberta in Edmonton. 2023 Sitting Volleyball PanAmerican Zonal Championships. It's the qualifier for Paris 2024. This men's round-robin match, a battle between Argentina and the host nation, Canada. Canadian team looking to build on an 11th place finish last year at the World Championships. And Argentina, a young team just looking to start to make its mark on the international level. It's the second of 3 games on today's schedule, the second of 15 games that will happen here this week in Edmonton. My name is Rob Snook, thrilled to have this match as these two teams get started in the tournament, playing their first match in the first day of competition. We've already had one match here. It was a pretty good battle between Brazil and USA. It was the Brazilian team winning it in 4 hard-fought sets, 3-1, the final. So again, it's a best 3 out of 5, and these two teams are getting set to battle. Well, I can tell you the starting lineup for Team Canada. Starting from position number 1 will be Andrew Tucker, the 32-year-old out of Brampton, Ontario. Position 2 up in the front is Jesse Buckingham, also from Toronto. And then in the middle, Austin Hinchy, hometown boy, 31-year-old out of Edmonton, playing in the 129th national team selection of his career. Over in position 4 is Jose Rebello from Saint-Hubert, Quebec. He's played over 100 matches for Canada as well. Up in position 5 in the back row is Bryce Foster from Thunder Bay. And Douglas Leroy is the captain out of Calgary, and he'll wear number 7. He'll start in position 6. We get to meet our referees in this one. And now let's officially meet the starting lineups of the two teams. Have just been given Argentina. Let's listen to the announcer.
Number 2, Leonardo Avila. Number 4, Javier Gondola. Number 7, Sergio Pereira. Number 11, Hugo Hafner. Number 10, Carlos Gonzalez. Number 15, Carlos Mundez. Number 3, Leonardo Chia. Number 2, Juan Ferreira. And head coach, Mariano Montevero. And now starters from Team Canada. Number 6, Bryce Foster. Number 7, Douglas Leroy. Number 9, Andrew Tucker. Number 11, Jose Rebello. Number 3, Austin Hinchy. Number 20, Jesse Buckingham. And libero number 2, Miguel Bartolfi. And head coach, Jeffrey Smith.
All right, game time. First match of the tournament for both of these teams. Argentina just getting started in its international experience. Team Canada finished 11th last year at the World Championships. And here we go. Andrew Tucker is going to get things started off, playing in his 55th international match. It is Canada in red serving Argentina in blue. First ball of the game, first point of the game goes to Canada on a free ball sent over and a little deep. Andrew Tucker out of Brampton, Ontario, just outside of Toronto. First point for Argentina. That comes through Hugo Benjamin Hafner. Pretty good shot on the angle. Michael Bartoldi is in at libero now in place of Tucker. And gets his first touch of the ball. Hinchy tries the setter dump. Now the back set. Pretty good defense by Argentina. And this is going to be called on the lift on the Argentinian player at the net. Looked like it was Jose Rebello. Gotta check that. Hafner. So Canada's picked up a couple of early points here. Back to serve for Argentina was Carlos David Gonzalez, the 42-year-old, and it is out and long from Argentina. Remember, one team at this tournament will punch a ticket to the Paris Paralympic Games next year. One team on the men's side, one team on the women's side. Austin Hinchy's serve picked up, sent over. Another chance for Argentina. Good one-arm dig from Bartholdi. And it's going to be a point Canada. Really good play from Bartholdi there to dive across and make that backhand dig. Good little service run here from Austin Hinchy. That's going to be a timeout call from Argentina, already down 6-2 early in this opening set. Mariano Montevero, the head coach of Argentina, guiding his team early in this match. Best 3 out of 5. If we need a fifth set, we'll go to 15. We thought for a moment we might need a fifth set in the opening match between USA and Brazil, but Brazil able to win that fourth set 25-23. Canada's head coach is Jeff Smith. There you see number 7 on Team Canada, Douglas Leroy from Calgary, playing in the 134th national team match. He's the Canadian team captain. Canadian side 11th at last year's World Championships in Sarajevo, Bosnia-Herzegovina, which is one of the powers in sitting volleyball. And that back row attack from Argentina goes out and long. So Hinchy continues his serving run. Leroy off the hands of Hafner. Another chance for Canada. Leroy not to be denied this time. Canadian team looking to start strong. They know they've got a battle tomorrow against USA in their second match of the tournament. And that back set from Nunez is called on a double contact. Now this is a significant serving run here from Austin Hinchy. And finally comes to an end. Hafner scoring a big point down the line. Hafner, 31 years young on this Argentinian team. Leroy hammers that off the hands of the blocker, Gandola. And Canada's lead grows to 10-3. So Jose Rebello's serve puts Argentina under pressure. He'll get a chance to do it again. Rebello, the veteran on this Canadian team, 51 from Saint-Hubert, Quebec. And we've got another timeout call by Argentina here, down 11-3 in the opening set of this opening match for both of these teams. World ParaVolley reaches northern Alberta here in Edmonton at the University of Alberta. Some Canadian fans in attendance to cheer on the home side. And we hope the crowds will build throughout the week as we get to the finals on Saturday. And a big point scored from Diaz, Roberto Alejandro Diaz, the youngest player on the floor right now for Argentina, 23 years of age. Couple of chances for Leroy, and he hammers it through the middle. That'll send Bryce Foster back to the service line, 22 years of age, out of Thunder Bay, playing in his 25th international match for Canada. Pretty young Canadian team compared to some of the other teams. A little confusion on the alignment of the Argentinian team, but we're good to go. And Foster's serve is an ace. Drops in right at the feet of Hafner. The bottom kind of fell out of that one from Bryce Foster. And this time he makes Hafner reach high, and it's too high, and he can't come up with it. Probably needed to move first, so he's going to get replaced by the libero. And in comes Chow, Leonardo David Chow. Let's see if Foster goes to him with the serve. He does. Canadians covering, but Hinchy and Tucker with a little communication issue there. Tucker saying, no, I was in the way. I either needed to play that ball or let you play it. No harm, no foul, says the Canadian veteran setter Austin Hinchy. And Buckingham, Jesse Buckingham with a nice swing. Canada with a 10-point lead here in this opening set up to 15. Trying to keep the spirits up. Are they on the Argentinian side? And scrambly play, kept alive, and then Hinchy with the setter dump. He finds that opening. Good work at the net by Argentina. Here's Buckingham, and he goes off the hands of Diaz and down. So Canada's lead grows to 17-5 here in this opening set. See if they use the bench at some point in this one. Hinchy pokes it deep. The block's there for Canada. They're going to get another swing at it. Tucker, and smartly goes off the defender. Head coach for Argentina, we mentioned Mariano Montivero, his assistants Gustavo Nadal and Melissa Angel Vilche. Into the game for Argentina comes Vargas, Hector Eduardo Vargas, and he'll replace Carlos David Gonzalez. Where does Canadian captain Leroy go with the serve? Well, he sends it in the direction of Barrera, and that kind of handcuffs him a little bit. And she got a little ahead of himself there. Got a little ahead of his skis, as they might say, not too far from here in the mountains. Coming into the game for Argentina is Oscar Alberto Defarding, replacing Roberto Alejandro Diaz. Coming in the serving situation, his team down by 13. And we're kind of back where we started the game, with Canada getting serves from Andrew Tucker. And it's another ace for Mr. Tucker. He did it earlier, he did it again here. Another substitution. Back into the game comes Diaz for Argentina. "15-point lead, and it grows to 16. Diaz maybe looking for some help on that play, the way he reacted, but no help coming. Oh, good reaction from Rebelo, realizing that that was short over the net, and it is set point already. Canada, 24-6 they lead. But they'll have to do it on the side out. Set point Canada, Rebelo. And that went off the antenna. So it's still set point Canada. Ball in the hands of Carlos Antonio Marcelo Nunez. Rebelo, good coverage by Argentina. Free ball sent over, another chance for Argentina. Another chance for Canada. And good coverage again, Argentina, and they get another point, a hard-fought point won by Hafner. So best points of the game so far being played here by Argentina as they hold off Canada for now. Still set point. And Hinchy's denied. And it is Vargas again coming through. Argentina in double digits here. Leroy trying to finish from the back. Buckingham picked up by Argentina. And they get another point and celebrate it. Canada kind of got lulled to sleep, I think, a little bit earlier on. And now they're going to have to crank it up here to finish this set. Still set point Canada. And that's it. Rebelo finishes it off with a great swing down the line on the back set from Hinchy. And set number one belongs to Canada. 25-11, they take it. right, just about time now for set number 2 between Canada and Argentina here in Edmonton. The University of Alberta Southern Campus, the Seville Community Center Sports Center. Argentina with a really strong finish to that opening set after falling in a deep hole early. And they like to start set number 2 the way they finished set number 1. Canada going with the identical roster in set 2 as they had in the opening set. Argentina mixing it up just a little bit here in set number 2. And here we go. Argentina in blue serving Canada in red. Set number 2. Canadians won the first. Argentina looking to strike first in set 2. It's going to be a free ball sent over by the Canadians. And it goes off of Buckingham. I think the head of either Buckingham or Hinchy. And the first point does go to Argentina here. And so does the second point, as they are coming out strong to begin set number 2, Argentina. Nunez back to the service line again. Trying to keep the pressure on the Canadians. Goes at Foster. Ribeiro. Buckingham pushes it over deep. Good coverage by the Canadians. Another free ball, though. And finally, Argentina through Barrera makes it 3-0 for the team in blue. And a couple of swings from Sergio Adrian Barrera before he finally got rewarded with the point. Nunez this time goes the other way for Bartoldi. And he probably wishes he went back at Foster on the other side, although Foster probably would have handled that one. Another game for Argentina and then back in. Canada fighting back here early on. Rebello misses as he tries to finesse that one over to the line and misses long, or misses out. Is there a touch? And there is no touch, and that swing from Foster is out. Argentina leading 5-2 here early in set 2 after Canada basically had Argentina at 6 points for most of that opening set and never let them get any traction until late, and Argentina's picked up where they left off. Hinchy sets Foster, goes off the block, and that's the big point Canada wanted. Argentina continues to battle here. 6-3 they lead early in set number 2. This would be huge for their program if they could pull off a set victory. Leroy with a big swing for Canada. So the overpass goes back to Canada, and they're able to capitalize, and they've cut this lead down to 1 with Jose Rebello serving. and that's going to tie things up. So a little over-aggressive at the net, Argentina. And just like that, Canada has turned a 3-point deficit into a 1-point lead. And Argentina has taken the opportunity to call the timeout. So great start by Argentina. And Canada comes storming back, 4 straight points. Let's see where we go from here. 7 serving 6 here in set number 2. Argentina calls the timeout, try to reorganize. And it pays off with a big point through the middle, and Gandola, Javier Armando Gandola, who will celebrate his 42nd birthday in Edmonton next weekend. Or at the end of early next week, put it that way. And that ball is out on the swing from Hafner. Bryce Foster now. Well, Canada kind of lost its way early on in this second set and seems to have found it back again. Oh, they don't ask how, they ask how many. And in that situation, it goes off the shoulder of the Canadian player and lands in. And Argentina unable to respond. Argentina gets rewarded for an over-on-1 play. And that'll happen from time to time. So Argentina's Hafner was hoping to get a little help there, but it was slow in arriving. That's going to send Douglas Leroy, the Canadian captain, back to the service line. More experience in his repertoire than anyone else on the floor. 134 national team matches for Leroy. And that's a good swing from Nunez. Hands up, ready for the set. It arrives, and he hammers it home. That's going to be called on the double contact on the setter. He just couldn't quite get under it properly and put that one up. Chow, the libero, back in defensively for Argentina. Here comes the serve from Tucker. He's going to set the ball up towards the net. Foster can't finish. Let's see if he'll get another chance. Instead, it goes to Buckingham. Hinchy sets the Rebelo, and that's going to score the point for Canada. Timeout call now, Argentina. And the solid serving continues for Canada, and Andrew Tucker gets rewarded. And now the set's starting to look a lot like the opening set. Let's see if Argentina's got a little more gas in the tank. Seem to have had all kinds of trouble with this serving. Back into the game comes Roberto Alejandro Diaz. And he gets a nice up. Good coverage by Argentina, and then Hafner hammers it down the line. So Argentina looking to make their mark here internationally. Don't have a lot of stats and things to read from their teams. Haven't made Paralympic Games. We made World Championship. Jesse Buckingham out of Toronto, Ontario. Back at the service line. 7-point lead Canada here in set 2. Diaz with a solid pass. And that's going to be 4 hits because that never made it over. Argentina thinks that did. And I think we're going to get a reserve here, so that point does not count. We'll leave it at 17-10. Leroy's back row attack is picked up. He'll get another swing, and again it's blocked, and it's another big point from Hafner. He's showing that he can certainly play at this international level. Hugo Benjamin Hafner. 11 serving 17. Vargas with the serve. And Foster just goes block and out. Big side out for Canada as they turn that one back in their direction quickly. Austin Hinchy now, playing in his hometown. Gets at that first ball, the setter, and then it is drilled off of Diaz. Canada a point away from hitting 20. And she shares a laugh with head coach Smith. Leroy on the angle, finesses that one to the floor. And it is 20 now for Canada, leading 20-11. They won the opening set 25-11. They did it with Argentina charging towards the end. And they're charging again with Monsieur Hafner. Hafner at the service line, floats one to Buckingham. Leroy hammers it, but it's dug, and again it's Hafner. He's really shining for Argentina. Does he get another? You betcha. It's block out. So Leroy trying to block that one, and unsuccessful. And this is going to be a net touch on Argentina. So the setter dump play works for Canada. Coming into the game for the Canadians is Nicholas Aldrich. And he's going to take the ball back to the service line. It's an instruction from the assistant coach. Floats his serve at Hafner. Tucker sets. The Canadians out of system. And it is Argentina with a big point. Cut the lead down to 6. Sergio Adrian Barrera, 50-year-old player on this Argentinian team. Serves it at Buckingham. Here's Leroy through the middle. Canadians seem to know where to go when they really need that play. Here's Bryce Foster. Trying to find that deep spot in the court, but out by about a foot. Oviedo, Hernan Ariel Oviedo Silvero coming into the game for Argentina in place of Gendolo. 16 serving 22. Let's see if Argentina's got a pushback here. Foster sets Buckingham, who hammers it off the block. Jesse Buckingham has made a nice impact in this game for Canada. Canadian captain, Leroy. And is there a touch? There's no touch, and it's set point Canada. Right at Gendolo. And it's still set point Canada because Argentina's fighting back, and they've got Hafner in the front row now. Gets it over, and Argentina can't respond, and the Canadians take set number 2. They take it 25-17. Really strong start in the set by Argentina, but then it was Canada turning up the gas and charging to a 25-17 victory. You get the sense, though, that Argentina is getting a little better every set. Let's see if the Canadians can ramp it up themselves here in set number 3. All right, here we go. Set number 3, Canada-Argentina. Canadians lead it 2-0, winning 25-11 in the opener, 25-17 in a fairly tough-fought set number 2. Canada's got some really solid serving in this match, particularly from the likes of Andrew Tucker, who's got the ball in his hands, or at least will in a mere moment. Now he does. And here we go, set number 3, Canada in red, Argentina in blue. And you can just kind of tell from the throw from Tucker that time it wasn't going to be perfect. And he couldn't recover it. Argentina started strong in set number 2 at a 6-3 lead at one point, but couldn't finish it off. Canada went on a run and never really looked back. Foster with a good dig and good work at the net by Hafner, who continues to shine for Argentina. Two serving 0. Argentina early stages here in set number 3 against the host nation. Hinchy, the back set. Buckingham goes off the hands of the blocker and scores an important point for Canada. First of the third set. They'd like to win it in a sweep and get ready for their next match, which will be tomorrow against USA. Argentina has other ideas. They'd like to win a set, maybe 2, maybe force a 5th. And Argentina leads 3-1 here early in the third. Hector Eduardo Vargas. Oh, and Foster just unleashes, and it goes right at Diaz. And Roberto Alejandro Diaz can't do anything with it. Hinchy now. Good block from the Canadians. Good coverage by Argentina. Good help call there from Hinchy as well. And Foster slam dunks that one to the floor. Four hits the call against Argentina. Andrew Hinchy back to serve. Started competing for Canada at the age of 15, playing for the national standing disabled volleyball team way back in 2017, did Austin Hinchy. Had a pretty successful career indoors with able-bodied athletes as well. Was captain for 3 seasons for the Northern Alberta Institute of Technology. The Ooks, MVP for that team back in 2012. Also played at the University of British Columbia. Cracked the roster there for his final 2 years of college eligibility. So it's not surprising that he's taken all that experience, expertise, athleticism, and turned it into a success story on the Canadian sitting volleyball squad. 3-time bronze medalist for Canada at the Pan-Am Games. Real leader for the Canadians and an international star, Hinchy, but this time it's a point for Argentina. And they have been battling here. 4-4 we sit early in set 3. Good job by Hinchy to put it up for Foster. Now Leroy hammers it off of Hafner. Good up by the Canadians. And again, it's that defensive work from Hinchy right there in the middle. Setter taking the first ball whenever the opportunity arises. Argentina keeps it alive. Leroy with a good up, the swing through the middle. Foster, he'll get another one. Does it go off Argentina? Canada thinks so. And so does the second referee. And it is point Canada. Argentina a little confused here. They're saying there's no touch from blue. But the call has been made. And the point is going to go Canada's way. Jose Rebelo, veteran player. He was also on the national standing volleyball team. 96 to 2002, helped Canada to silver at the Paralympic Games in Sydney back in 2000. And 3 world titles, in fact, switched to the sitting game in 2007. And he's a starter here on this Canadian team. Tucker, good swing on the angle. Kept alive, Canada. They really got their defensive coverage cranked up here. And they're blocking. And the final point goes the way of Canada on that impressive rally. Argentina comes right back through the middle. Gondola. Back at the service line, Sergio Adrian Barrera. And she goes back to Leroy. Is there a touch? There's no touch, so it's point for the team in red. And Canada's opened up a 10-5 lead here. And remember, just a few moments ago, it was a 4-4 tie, so a 6-1 run for the Canadians. Foster. And trying for that high throw, the high toss, but he just couldn't get the downward angle on it. Gondola. Foster with a good call to leave it. Bartoldi helped him out. And it was the right call for the Canadians. Oh, good work at the net by Diaz in Argentina. Diaz and Nunez working well up at the net to block that serve. One of the unique parts of the sitting game. She going for that center dump again. Now he gets it back to Buckingham. He gets no snap on the wrist, and it's point Argentina. And they fought back to within 3. It's a good effort by Diaz scrambling across, but nobody's coming up with that one. This is our second of 3 matches on the day, our second men's match. We've got a women's match coming up next. It'll be USA against Canada. Get used to hearing that. Canadian women and the American women will go head-to-head every day this week. At one point we thought there would be the world champions from Brazil on the women's side would be here, but announced last week they would not be attending. Here's Rabello off the block of Nunez. And Nunez thinks there's a net violation, but none called on Canada. Canadian lead, 14-8. Definitely the antenna in the conversation there. Goes off the block of the Argentinian player and off the antenna, and they've called a timeout after watching what was a tight third set turn the other way, and it's 15-8 Canada. Andrew Tucker back at the baseline for the Canadians. Solid serving for him throughout this match. Argentina looking to push back here, trailing 15-8. Hafner blocked down. No celebration on the Canadian side to speak of. That's a big point, though, from Nunez and Argentina. They needed to stop that Canadian run as soon as possible, and they do exactly that. Carlos Antonio Marcelo Nunez, 45 years of age, back to serve. Is there a block touch? There is none off of that swing from Leroy, the Canadian captain. He's been representing Canada since he was 14 years of age. Helped the Canadian team to a World Championship gold medal back in 2006. We're talking the standing disabled volleyball team. Canada was a power in that sport. Buckingham rattles that off the hands of the blocker. Good defense by Argentina, but Canada too strong. Foster in the end scores the point that wins it. 18-10 Canada. Jesse Buckingham sends that one at the libero. Chow with a net. Actually, we got a double contact on Argentina, so Canada just proving to be a bit too much for Argentina here throughout this match. Let's see if the Argentinians can fight their way back into this set. Not yet. Might be running out of time. Buckingham. Oh, Foster hammers that. It just touches Chow. You could kind of hear that. And all of a sudden, it's 21-10 Canada. And they are threatening to sweep this match and do it quickly. And again, it's big blocking. Rebelo. Pancake dig. Kept alive Argentina. And they can't send it over the net, so here comes the substitution for Canada. Into the game comes Christopher Bird out of Brandon, Manitoba. He's been with the national team over a decade. Former para ice hockey player. Canada a chance for match point. Maybe another chance. Bird. Free ball chance. And it's going to drop on the Canadian side. Diaz comes back into the game for Argentina in place of Chao, the libero. Here's Vargas trying to keep the game alive for Argentina. Leandro on the angle from the back row. And Douglas Leroyd scores the point that gives Canada match point. Hinchy now serving for the match for Canada. Bird, can he finish it? It's over. Canada takes it 25-11 in set number 3, and they win it in a sweep, I think. Yes, they do. It's official. Team Canada with a 3-0 victory over Argentina. 25-11 in the third set. 25-11 in the first, 25-17 in the second, and 25-11 in set number 3. And so Team Canada, a straight sets victory over Argentina here to begin the sitting volleyball ParaVolley Paralympic qualifier. I hope you enjoyed this match as much as I have. Lots more to come. We've got an international battle between two of the best on the women's side. USA versus Canada coming up shortly right here from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada.